Shalom, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and the highest honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha, Dash, Quadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalom to all of the hopeful elect worldwide. So, this is going to be a real quick video. I'm jump back in tomorrow to make a part 2, but I just want to speak about the Wolfowitz Doctrine, okay, which came by this small hat, okay, Paul Wolfowitz, sponsor of the doctrine. So let's read about it. Wolfowitz Doctrine is an unofficial name given to the initial version of the defense planning guidance for the 1994-1999 fiscal years, dated February 18, 1992, published by United States Under Secretary of Defense for Policy Paul Wolfowitz and his deputy Scooter Libby, not intended for public release. So this was supposed to be so-called classified, so-called hidden. It was leaked to the New York Times on March 7, 1992, and sparked a public controversy about United States foreign and defense policy. The document was widely criticized as imperialist, as the document outlined a policy of unilateralism and preemptive military action to suppress potential threats from other nations and prevent dictatorships from rising to superpower status. So basically what this Wolfowitz Doctrine is that United States of America and United States of America alone should be the only superpower in the world, acting as the world police and basically doing what they want and dictating everything in the world. So basically ruling the world in its absolute fashion that, for example, now there is 3 superpowers. There is the United States, then there is Russia, and there is the China. But what this Paul Wolfowitz Doctrine is trying to say that they want the United States to be the only superpower. And this is the pride of the Edomites, man. This is their pride. So let's look at these 2 words. The document was widely criticized as imperialist. So imperialism, and this is all from Wikipedia. Imperialism is the practice, theory, or attitude of maintaining or extending power over foreign nations. Okay? We really shouldn't or wouldn't need to even read more, but I'm going to. Particularly through expansionism, employing both hard power, military and economic power, and soft power, diplomatic power and cultural imperialism. Imperialism focuses on establishing or maintaining a hegemony and a more or less formal empire. Okay, and the United States is the reincarnation of the Roman Empire. While related to the concept of colonialism, imperialism is a distinct concept that can apply to other forms of expansion and many forms of government. So, I was just looking at this picture, man, but let's look at the word here. I'm just surfing these words, this hegemony. Because it said here that imperialism focuses on establishing or maintaining hegemony. So let's read about hegemony. It is the political, economic, and military predominance of one state over other states. Hegemony can be regional or global. So it's basically that you're dominating other nations. Okay? So as we look at this word predominant, having the most important influence or force. This is the pride of the Edomites. And just a moment, I'm going to get to the scriptures in a moment, but I just first want to get all of these things real quick from the doctrine, from the Wolfowitz Doctrine. Having the most importance, influence, or force, most common or conspicuous, main or prevalent. Okay, so basically being the number one. And the third definition, having the ascendancy over others, superior in strength, influence, or authority, prevailing. That is exactly the attitude of the Edomites, the current Babylonians. So the word hegemony is the political, economic, and military predominance of one state over other states. Hegemony can be regional or global, and this is what the Wolfowitz Doctrine is trying to push. United States being the global hegemony. So the document was widely criticized as imperialist because that's exactly what it is. As the document outlined a policy of unilateralism, let's just check this real quick. Okay, unilateralism is any doctrine or agenda that supports one-sided action. This is just hilarious, man. Because this is what describes the attitude of the Edomites, okay, and especially the Americans. Okay, such action may be in disregard for other parties or as an expression of a commitment toward a direction which other parties, okay, other countries, other nations may find disagreeable. So this is the attitude that I go up, you go down. This is powerful for its doctrine, man. This is a doctrine that is still, wished to maintain by these so-called American officials. Okay, let's read it real quick. I'm going to get to the scriptures in just a moment. So, doctrine articles, the superpower status. The doctrine announces that the United States' status as the world's only remaining superpower following the collapse of the Soviet Union at the end of the Cold War and proclaiming its main objective to be retaining that status. So keep in mind this doctrine actually came out in 1992 and the Soviet Union collapsed in 1991. So this is right around that moment when Soviet Union collapsed, and at that point the United States was the only world superpower, and this Wolfowitz Doctrine aim, its main objective is to be retaining that the United States is the world's only superpower. So it means basically doing your efforts to destroy the emergence of Russia or of China or of any other nation that is trying to be a superpower. Because this is the great whore, man. This is the great whore. And yeah, there is more about it. This is, I don't know, I spoke more in this about this that I already thought. So I think I will just read this and then I will not do a part two because I already covered quite a good amount. You know, maybe if the spirit will hop on me to do a part two, maybe I will. But I've already read quite a lot of it. So let me just read this one paragraph and then it's onto the scriptures. So, as it says down here that this was substantially okay. Now this is just an extract from the Wolfowitz Doctrine. Okay, our first objective is to prevent the re-emergence of a new rival, either on the territory of the former Soviet Union or elsewhere, that poses a threat on the order that posed formally by the Soviet Union. This is a dominant consideration underlying the new regional defense strategy and requires that we endeavor to prevent any hostile power from dominating a region whose resources would, under consolidated control, be sufficient to generate global power. So basically, that they want to sabotage any emergence of any great power anywhere. But they failed. They failed because it was the plan of the Most High that Russia became a superpower. It was the plan of the Most High that China became a superpower. And they are the countries that are going to, amongst other countries, they're going to nuke the fuck out of America, man. So this is the great whore, man. Let's go to the scripture. So I just wrote the word whore to the word search of the KJV a Bible, and it gave 4 scriptures in Revelation that exactly says the word whore. It says whoremongers in 2 others, but in Revelation there is 4 verses where it exactly uses the word whore. So I'm going to read all of this. So Revelation 17:1, and there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. And the whore is America. Okay, United States of America, that sitteth upon many waters. These many waters are many people or many nations. Okay, so it means that America is exactly usurping this hegemony status, this superpower status, this Wolfowitz Doctrine status, which basically it failed. By the way, the Wolfowitz Doctrine, it failed. It failed the moment that Russia and China became superpowers. It failed because if it would have worked, if the Wolfowitz Doctrine would have worked, then Babylon, would have basically all other nations wouldn't have nukes. And it also failed because Iran has nukes, Pakistan has nukes, North Korea has nukes. So that is already a sign that it failed. Okay? The Most High is not with America. They always say, God bless America. Man, fuck that. Revelation 17:15 and 16. And he said unto me, The waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. This is what the waters represent. Verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Let's go. And bear in mind, the whore is talking about the United States of America. And the 10 horns is talking about the European Union countries, which are also going to turn to America, and the European Union countries that has nuclear missiles are going to shoot at them or shoot them to America. So now European Union countries, the NATO countries, they are in league with America, but United but the European Union countries are going to turn against America. They're going to get enough of that whore, of that fucking tot, and they're going to punish her with fire. Revelation 19 and 2, for true and righteous are his judgments, for he has... Oh, let me start from verse 1. Revelation 19, 1 and 2. And after these things I heard a great voice of much people in heaven saying, Alleluia, praise Yahweh, salvation and glory and honor and power unto the Lord our power, Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, for true and righteous are his judgments, for he has judged the great whore which did corrupt the earth with her fornication, and has avenged the blood of his servants at her hand. So, fuck the Wolfowitz Doctrine, fuck all of this shit, man. Okay, United States superpower status, United States primacy, unilateralism, which we already looked at. The definition means basically being partial, or partial, and I go up, you go down kind of mentality. Preventive intervention, Russian threat, Middle East and Southwest Asia. And this Paul Wolfowitz, I was doing some reading, and he was quite a big influence on the United States attack on Iraq in, I believe, 2002, where they killed millions of Iraqi people, mostly civilians, of course. So, and this dude is, of course, is a small hat, so it's that Amalekite. But yeah, this Wolfowitz Doctrine is something that the United States officials still subscribe unto, and America is doomed, man. The whore is going to be judged with fire, inshallah.